Event that has the power to bring diverse communities together. It's a bridge that connects us, its characters and their stories, sparking our imagination and igniting our ambitions. From celebrating our pop culture with every type of fan. And every day, we are proud to let our nerd side show. StatueCon.
Yeah.
Yo.
What up, y'all? Cool Nerds Lounge, episode 81. And as fashionably late as always, my uncle. And not as always, Jomo. And Critical Max. So I don't know what these cats said, but we're going to start the show today. And as you see with the opening, that was the commercial promo for Collector Zone, created by yours truly, next to me, DJ Hercules. So shout out to DJ Hercules for that. Yeah. What's been going on, man? What's been going on? Tonight we have unboxing. As you can see behind me, you got Shredder from Premium Collectible Studio, and that is the Artist Proof. We're going to talk about whether that means something, right? Because some people think the Artist Proof is something they wouldn't collect and they want it to be numbered. I think on the opposite spectrum of that, and I think having an Artist Proof is even more valuable. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, man. Redeemer is in the building. So
what's up, nephew? What's up, my other nephew? What up, DJ?
What up, Unc?
So, let's talk about that opening commercial. What was your inspiration for that, Herc?
So I noticed that, every time I go on YouTube, that I'm trying to watch a video, that sideshow commercial will come on. So
I knew it.
While we was at, StatueCon, I was just like, you know what? I think I could do a commercial for StatueCon, a little promo. You know what I'm saying? Marcos is my guy, so man, I will fashion a promo in the art of the same commercial I see every time I click on a video on YouTube. And I think it came out well.
Absolutely. I agree with you, man. It did come out well, and we're going to play it again for those of you who missed it, that wasn't here when we first started. Again, what's been going on with you?
Same old, man. Work. That's about it. That is about it.
New gig.
Yeah, new position. So my work schedule gonna change a little bit. So next Monday I'll be on the show. I'll just be late.
Yeah. Next Monday on the show, but late. And next Monday I might do something different. We might not be here live. We might just be in the chat with this hour-long video of the 10 questions with Fatal. I think that's going to be our episode 82 next week, and we'll all just be in the chat with everybody.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Same bad time, same bad channel. It'll come under a premiere, and that's going to be a fun video to watch. Didn't have many bloopers this year. Chauncey didn't show up, so last year when Chauncey he provided blooper reels, man. What's been going on with you?
Nothing much, man. To be honest with you, I gotta say that it's been a very more, I guess to be honest with you, more intimate with God this past week. It's like, God's been bringing out a revelatory word to me, and it's just been speaking to my heart. And then along with that, I got a couple of packages that came in, so it's good. I'll show you one of them that came in from SDCC. It's the McFarlane exclusive, the Mortal Kombat Glow in the Dark Sub Zero. Of course, I love Sub Zero, so I had to get it. And yeah, and then I got this pack of cards. I don't know if you've seen them. They're called theory cards, but this is based on your favorite character, Batman.
I got some cards like that.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like the way they're designed. So, some stuff like that, and I got some pieces of like Transformers, and then also some Hot Toys pieces that came in also.
Yeah, actually I think it was Demetrius got me that 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get him on the show. I know he'd be busy, but we got to bring him on one time at least.
Yeah, and let's give a big congratulations to our brother Demetrius.
He tied the knot. Well, he asked to
this man.
Took the meat. There you go.
This man and put him already married. What day? Yeah, he asked.
Hey, I'm seeing in the future.
He asked his girl to marry him, and she said yes. So now he has a fiance. So shout out to
Nancy.
Woo!
Yeah.
Heard it.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
DJ Dante, what's been going on with you?
Man, where do I begin? There was a lot of conferences.
Bring up museum.
There was a lot of conferences within the past few weeks. As you know, this is going to be the close, and then this is a sentimental to Hurricane High Footwork Appreciation Month. The last of it is going to be August 31st, and then they had a couple of other conferences that happened last week, and I met a legendary R&B singer. Just by chance, I was there listening to the Fireside Chat, and then house music legend was like, "Hey Dante, what's up? Yeah, what's going on? You want to meet such and such?" I'm like, "Yeah." So once I get the pictures back, I'll let you know who that legendary person is. Other than that, just been working at the museum, for our new exhibit. I performed in the Bud Billiken Parade earlier this month.
Yeah, I saw you out there footworking, boy.
Yeah. One of the young guns that's coming up called me an OG. He wanted me to hold it down for him. I'll tell you this: dancing for 3 hours in that heat, if you ain't hydrated, things happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Other than that, I'm just looking forward to the reunion that's going to happen this coming week. With the high school that me and Fatal came out of, and just going to do my best to finish the rest of the summer strong. For the remainder of the new year.
For sure.
That's cool.
For sure. Yeah. So, some things been going on for me in life, at work. Got a new position at work, so I'm on vacation right now. When I get back, new position, and also you see me clean shaven.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I'll be sure.
No, I prefer you with the beard, though. Real talk. It's like me without a mustache and beard. I'll be looking like a Puerto Rican Mick Jagger.
Because your lips.
I ain't gonna trust that,
But my daughter was like, "Your jawline's strong, Dad." She was like, "It ain't bad, If you got a lot of chunk in the face, and then you got 3 chins, you in trouble when you shave. If you got 3-4 chins, you might not want to shave."
No.
But that's what I'm rocking right now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. My facial hair grow back quick, man. Super quick. Like I just shaved and I already got stubble. So like this morning.
Well, that's a good thing. At least it'll grow back when you need it to.
Yeah. I'm light skinned enough, right? Yeah, that's right. So I want to start off this conversation, and it's not going to be any spoilers on
Okay.
anything with the show Peacemaker. But I'm gonna start off with a statement, and it's something that I have kind of pre-prepared. The Peacemaker is distinctly tied to Superman, who's a child hero, and I'm talking about Superman.
Okay.
Peacemaker made an appearance in the 2025 Superman movie. Therefore, this is a continuum of that movie and the DCU. Therefore, fans of all ages should be taken into consideration. My opinion, based on what I've seen from Peacemaker, Superman cannot be attached to a character with hypersexuality and substance abuse for DC to be successful. Superman is a child superhero, point blank. No matter what way you want to look at it, he is. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. Again, this project is directly tied to Superman, and it's a monumental mistake, in my opinion. In addition, John Cena has been a hero for kids for 20 plus years in the WWE. James Gunn is an absolute idiot. To think he actually beat Marvel this year. Then he jumped the gun, releasing this movie to digital far too soon. This movie would have certainly crossed 700 million had he kept it in theaters uninterrupted for 90 days. It's already crossed 605 million, but he released it. For whatever reason, he thought nobody does this 30 days digital. He could have let it return to IMAX. I wanted to see it maybe in September with releasing the extended cut. And probably he could have hit 800 million because he won the summer box office for all superhero movies. But no, now he's going to lose merchandising due to children and families not being able to watch The Peacemaker at all. He also announced a Peacemaker Fortnite skin. Fortnite is a children's game. What a tone-deaf, self-centered human being. That's my spiel. Now we're going to talk about it, and y'all can give y'all opinions. I prepared that, and that's how I feel about it. There is a scene on there that I wouldn't want my wife to see. I have a 19-year-old daughter, which is considered grown. TVMA, it's for grown folks. This is far beyond slapstick comedy and raunchy jokes that we see in X-Men. I mean, in Deadpool and Wolverine. This is full-on soft porn. And now the word that we're going to use is junk. Okay? I won't use any other word. Junk. Private parts. And I believe they have no space in the DC universe. Now, I've done my research. Not one comic panel in all of the Peacemaker comic books had junk displayed. This was his own artistic addition, and it's only a 30-second situation, so I'm not spoiling. Outside of that, I think the series, just like season 1, excellent. Peacemaker is absolutely an excellent show. So I didn't understand why this was necessary. It was absolutely unnecessary. It didn't add any value to the storytelling. But I can't even watch this with my teenage children or my wife because it's absolutely deplorable, disgusting. And it's just like, what are we doing, bro? And I'm not the only one. So I watched several large YouTube channels, including Nerdrotic. Nerdrotic is usually a person that is, hey, do whatever you want. He even said, this is absolutely ridiculous. Why? Unnecessary. That's my take on it, man. And I know DJ Herc wants to talk about this. I know my uncle is not watching it, but he knows how I feel and he knows what I told him about it. So we're going to talk about it a little bit here.
All right, so personally, is it unnecessary? Yeah, it's unnecessary. However, the first thing I do want to say is that it is not tied to Superman because it came out before Superman. It was a 5-second cameo, so I don't think that Peacemaker is any way, shape, form, or fashion tied to Superman. So I don't even get that connection.
Because the Justice Gang is in it.
Right, but
it's tied. Superman is actually on the episode because they reshot.
Yeah, you saw a silhouette. So my point
is, the silhouette was David Corn Sweat.
Got you.
It's directly tied.
My point is that Superman is the only live media where we don't see Peacemaker doing something out of hand. It's the first live action Peacemaker appearance where he does absolutely nothing. You saw the same stuff in Suicide Squad. You saw the same stuff in the first season of Peacemaker. You saw him doing drugs. You saw nudity. You know what I'm saying? You saw nudity in Suicide Squad too. You know what I'm saying? So this is nothing out of the ordinary.
Not to this level.
Here's what you got to understand. It clearly states before the show starts, TVMA.
TVMA is not XXX.
But it tells you what's in it. It tells you what's in it. Graphic nudity.
Yeah, so that means that children who were looking forward to watching Peacemaker, when they saw him in Superman, can't see him.
Which means children shouldn't watch it.
But that's a fail on DC's part because now you've cut off the biggest part of your audience.
Here's the deal. Just
Fatal. Let him finish off his thing and then you jump in.
Wait. My show, my rules, brother. I'm reacting to what you
I didn't know you were gonna interact with him like that.
Yeah, I'm interacting.
I thought you were gonna let him speak.
So once again, the Peacemaker series came out before Superman. Suicide Squad 2 was out before Superman. If you let your kids watch Peacemaker 1, that's on you. That's on you. But if you see a TVMA, it clearly states that there is graphic nudity and drug use, and you let your kids watch it anyway, that's your fault. Because it tells you what you're getting ready to see. It tells you. Now, is it unnecessary? I do agree. It was unnecessary. It was unnecessary. But they told you in the beginning what it is. This has become the norm for anything Peacemaker has been in. Superman's the only live action we've seen Peacemaker in. Well, he wasn't doing anything, but he was only in the movie for 5 seconds? So no, I don't think Superman is tied to Peacemaker at all. Peacemaker is his own entity, and it's for adults. The problem is, whether it's comic book related or not, we can't let our kids watch everything.
Got it. And I said I can't even let my 19-year-old adult or my wife would be pissed off if I turned that on. She'd be like, "Are you stupid?" Because I've had her watch things before, and she'd be like, "Why do you think I would want to watch something like this?" Right? But she took my girls to see Superman, right?
Right.
So they would be under the assumption this dude is, because I saw a story of a dad that didn't know, and his kids are watching it. They don't know how to read. They just turn on a Peacemaker, and it's on HBO, which they already pay for. And okay, yeah, go ahead. They don't know. And
if your kids can just
some
come
people
in the
don't
house
know.
and just turn on Peacemaker.
I mean, that's most families, man. We've been watching HBO for years, and we saw stuff we weren't supposed to see. All we had to do was stay up late.
So why is this different? If you watch Game of Thrones, if you've watched Oz,
but I wouldn't have any interest as a child to watch Game of Thrones because I'm not looking for Superman.
I understand.
It is directly tied. They just saw Peacemaker in the Superman movie.
HBO has an MA rating. They're telling you
kids don't know what that means. So if a kid is just at home,
you need to have a filter on their HBO so they can't watch rated MA stuff.
Yeah, but some people don't even know how to do all that, man. Some people are not tech savvy to put filters on stuff. The thing is, you expecting this is a Superman property because he was seen in Superman.
It's not a Superman property.
It is a Superman property. It's a DC property. Look, if James Gunn wanted to separate this, he shouldn't have had him cameo in the movie.
That doesn't mean nothing.
And the Justice Gang shouldn't be in the movie. And there shouldn't have been no cameo from David Corn Sweat at the credits.
So what?
That means he's tied to it. You can't tell me that if I have shoestrings in my Jordan, they're not tied to my shoe.
He made a cameo in a piece.
So that means he's tied to it.
No, that means he didn't get a cameo.
That means he's tied to it.
You won't see him in it again. You might
That's
see
not true. That's absolutely not true because I've already saw the foreshadowing of what's going to be coming. So Superman will be in the Peacemaker.
Either way it go, whether he's in the
He's tied to it.
We know what the show is about. So if he's in it, he's in it.
Yeah, but the thing is, somebody getting shot or arm getting cut off. That's slapstick. But porn.
Someone getting shot and their arm getting torn off is slapstick?
Compared to porn, bro. We talking about porn. That's what that was. No matter what you want to say.
It's all rated.
If you see 20 pieces of junk, it's porn. It's porn. That's not. Look.
Your kids watch
rated. What we did was, for one, it's a DC property.
Fault.
It's not about kids. I literally just said wife and 19-year-old, and
that's
you
your wife and 19-year-old. Guess what?
That's
your wife and 19-year-old ain't the only wife and 19-year-old in the United States, brother.
But there's a bunch of them, and guess what? Millions of people have already complained. When you have Nerdrotic, a guy who's very let anything go, and he's complaining about it, and he got 3 million subscribers on YouTube.
So once again, see, I don't concern myself.
No,
it's a 30-second clip out of a 45-minute show.
Yeah, and if you don't know what's coming,
easily, fast, even though it come up on you real quick and out the blue, but
it would be disgusting. And it's disgusting. You can't. It's too late. I'm sitting back. I don't want to see it.
Then fast forward it.
If I'm sitting back chilling, eating my popcorn, I'm not even thinking about fast forwarding anything. It's too late. 30 seconds. By the time I get up and get my remote, the scene is over.
Anytime I see something in a show or a movie and I'm at home and I don't want to watch it, brother, when it come up, I just fast forward it.
Yeah, but you don't know it's coming. I don't always keep my controller right on my lap when I'm watching something and I'm gonna watch the whole episode.
That's not. I don't have that issue.
I'm chilling.
Not mine.
I got my recliner. It was disgusting. It was out of place, and it was stupid. And James Gunn is tone deaf.
What does tone deaf come in at?
He's tone deaf because he didn't need to tie Superman into this.
He's doing the same thing he's done with Peacemaker. He's done since he brought him out.
And this is how he got fired from Marvel because he's an idiot.
No, he got fired from Marvel
because he don't listen. He's tone deaf. That's why he got fired.
He got fired.
Kevin Feige did warn him and told him not to use certain things, words, and all that in Guardians of the Galaxy, and he still pulled it anyways.
He got fired. Backlash over some tweets he made 10 years prior to him being
tone deaf. And they used that to fire him.
If I may interject, I don't
know what tone deaf has to do with you doing the same thing with a character.
You don't put this kind of stuff in a property that's tied to the most well-known superhero of all time. That's a child superhero. You don't do it.
If I
interject,
I agree.
Go ahead, DJ Dante.
All right, cool.
And I'm gonna get to the chat.
All right, let's go back to 1986 when the Peacemaker, first originated. He was basically supposed to be a low-rent version of the Punisher. Almost like if you were watching the movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas, how he just got so sick and tired of the violence and everything, and he decided to take matters in his own hands and use it by the method of a gun. Now, let's fast forward to Marvel as well as Warner Brothers acquiring all these intellectual properties of these superheroes. Canon nowadays doesn't matter. They put in anybody with anything, especially if they under the same banner. It's been over the past maybe 15 years that you saw comic book characters or superheroes and supervillains that didn't belong in certain movies or belong with certain characters because it's not canon. These are basically the directors and the screenwriters and the fanboys' interpretation of what they think a hero is, especially if they brought somebody like the Peacemaker, who hasn't been thought of in over 3 decades. I know because I first heard of him in 1991, 5 years after he was released. So they figure since nobody really knows these characters and they're not a standout or somebody, a household name such as Superman, they can do whatever they want with the character. And they figure nobody will care. Now, the Peacemaker has been hot for the better part of a year. And then you also got to look at the fact that John Cena is looking for his last hurrah in WWE. They probably doing the same thing with this TV show. Anything goes. Now, the other part about it is, if you look at the superhero shows that we came up on, there's certain things that was implied, but it wasn't shown.
Bingo.
You got to remember, that's on HBO. You got to remember that old saying, it's not TV, it's HBO. HBO, anything goes, especially if, the Peacemaker has more quote-unquote mature or adult-oriented themes. Just like they was about to do the Harley Quinn, animated show. That wasn't for kids. That was supposed to be slapstick and, raunchy and suggestive and everything. They did the same thing. They did the same thing with Peacemaker. As far as what they're doing, with this character, they're gonna do anything nowadays in order to get people to watch these shows. Controversy and quote unquote shock still sells. So it's not really about bringing out a compelling character with compelling stories. It's basically about what to get people to watch and what they're going to talk about at the end. So you basically got to take it as a grain of salt. But if that show was marketed towards the kids, like we can go to the 1960s to the present, Doctor Who. I remember having this conversation with an instructor. It's a whole lot of different things that kids in the United States will be appalled by. And every single parent of, be at, what used to be, quote unquote, censoring in television. But in the UK, anything goes with Doctor Who, but it's still billed as a children's show. So if they taking the same format from what Doctor Who does in Europe, and putting it towards the Peacemaker, where anything goes from nudity to suggestion of nudity to maybe a partial, quote unquote, intimate scene with somebody, LGBTQ, things, blood and guts, hyperviolence, whatever the case may be, they still gonna bill it out to the kids because it's still comic books and it's still comic book related. They're not gonna make it just, for the mature audiences. If that was the case, they would have showed the Peacemaker in different ways, even if it had a rating system or not. It's up to the parents' discretion to know with the way that these directors and the way that these TV studios are coming out, they're gonna do anything. So you just basically gotta be on your square and you gotta be on your job whenever you watch programs like this, especially if you want to include your kids. Well, that's my rant.
All right. And then I want
before we get to Redeemer, real quick. So, do you think it's a mistake for Deadpool to be in part of the MCU?
Well, you got to remember, Deadpool asking me. You got to remember, Deadpool came out in the 1990s.
Right, but I'm asking. Does he think it's a mistake?
Hold on. Deadpool came out in the 90s. And that was the era where comic books was just going cutting edge and, taking no prisoners and doing whatever they wanted. Stuff, like I said earlier, was implied and you already knew what it was. It's cool that he's in the MCU, but if they did another version, just like, you left with DC Vertigo, which was also in the 90s, if they had like an adult version and, DC Vertigo also, produced The Watchmen. Okay. If they had, like an adult version, quote unquote, like that, like DC After Dark or something like that, or Marvel After Dark. But you got to remember, if you're talking about Deadpool and Disney did a whole lot of questionable stuff in animation. Everything from racism to implied sex. You look at the Lion King.
So did Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers did the same thing back then too.
The difference with Deadpool, they never had any Deadpool movie a scene like this. And to get back on why I said this is directly tied, it's directly tied because James Gunn out of his own mouth stated the reason for releasing it to digital was so people could have a continuum and watch it before they get into Peacemaker, so that the events pick up right after Superman. He said out of his mouth it's directly tied.
Yeah, but
It's
Sinners
directly tied.
Sinners went to digital quick. Sinners went to digital real quick.
No, it didn't. Not in
Yeah,
30
it did.
days. No, it did not. I just got Sinners a week ago.
No. When I say went to
It did not
digital,
go.
no. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. A month after Sinners came out, you could purchase Sinners on Amazon Prime and on
It was on
HBO.
YouTube. Real talk.
I ain't talking about, I'm talking about on a real platform. It was already on HBO Max.
Right, and it was on
and
YouTube
you can
within
buy it
a
on
matter
Prime.
of weeks.
Now, the reason I asked about Deadpool is because in his movie, he got pegged. He got pegged.
You ain't got pegged. It's a lot of things that happen in the Deadpool movie.
So should they not include
that?
Deadpool? So should
Was implied, but in the movie,
Dante,
you know, people feel you can get a little bit more leeway.
There
Now,
was no scene in Deadpool like this one at all.
okay, that's
The
understandable.
question
They didn't show the jump.
And Sinners took 50 days before it went to digital. Superman took 30 something days. Okay. And James Gunn,
I read the article.
I didn't say. Hold on, Dante. I didn't say it went to Disney for free. I said
no, to digital.
No.
Any
It was
digital.
it was on Amazon Prime for sale for $20.
50 days later.
No, it wasn't 50 days.
Dude, no, actually 46. I'm looking at it right now.
You said when it went to Disney, it was on
No,
Amazon Prime.
I said
before it was on Disney.
digital. Sinners
It was
is not
on
on
Amazon
Disney.
Prime.
Okay, can I get my spiel on this?
Hold on, but to try to sit up here and say that it's not directly tied, when James Gunn said the reason, James Gunn out of his mouth said it's directly tied, and he said, I want people to be able to pick up at the end of Superman. James Gunn ties Superman to Peacemaker by featuring a post-credit scene in Superman where Peacemaker briefly appears, setting up his role for the upcoming Peacemaker Season 2, which follows directly after the events of Superman. This connection establishes Peacemaker as a direct continuing of the new DC universe, with the film setting the stage of the new superhero storyline to be further explored in the TV series.
I have an answer. I have an example. Let me get this out.
Wait. Let me get my spiel.
I was gonna let you go get your spiel.
Let me get my spiel. Wait. Let me get my spiel. Wait a minute. You can hold that thought for a second. All right. First and foremost, with when you come out with the HBO thing, Dante, I'm gonna answer this one. Not for you to interject. I'm just saying I understand where you're coming from because that's HBO, but also you have to understand where the DCEU and James Gunn lie, and also it's permissible by them. At the end of the day, they have to bring it to HBO. Okay, I understand you're saying that, but it's not HBO's fault. You got to point it towards the director. You got to point it towards Warner Brothers themselves that are permitting all this to happen. Okay, this is all permissible. Okay, it's not beneficial, but it's all permissible. Now, me personally, right. No, I haven't seen it. No, here we go. Me personally, I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. I don't have no interest in it because, after seeing, and after seeing the Suicide Squad, the second one and all that, and seeing where his character was going in that, with John Cena's character Peacemaker was going, I was kind of like taken aback. And then I knew where James Gunn was going. And this is just the beginning. Mark my words. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning of what James Gunn is going to be doing. But nobody doesn't take heed of it. But you got to understand, me and Fado talked about this yesterday. This is what the world would like. They would like this type of stuff. It's more attractive to them, as opposed to what we seen back then when we were watching Marvel and the Infinity War and Iron Man and seeing all that. It's they're taking a more, I could say, you could say, visceral, more brutal, more blunt approach to the thing,
Raunchy.
and real raunchy. And in all honesty, this ain't even DC Black Label. This is worse than Black Label. This is not DC Black Label. I just have to say that it's not. You can't tie it to that in any way, shape, or form. And then when you talked about Deadpool, if we guys read in the earlier comics when Rob Liefeld was drawing it and all that, he wasn't as raunchy as it is now, like you guys said in Deadpool Wolverine. And I understand, to go with what you said. What was the question that you said, so I can answer it real quick about the Deadpool and Wolverine, about the Deadpool thing? The question
Well,
that you said,
I
DJ.
was saying because there was a scene with Deadpool with no
him
pants
being
on
in
in the first movie. Hold on, Dante was talking to me. There was a scene with Deadpool with no pants on in the first one, and there was a scene with him getting pegged in the second one. And I'm saying, you know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So should they not, because of those scenes, should they not include Deadpool in the MCU because of the raunchiness of that?
That's a, how can I say? Like Fatal said, it wasn't as, it was implied. Let's go that way. It was implied in what happened. We all know what it was. We all know what it was
Bro,
during those.
his balls were showing in the first one, wasn't it?
No. No. They didn't show that. They showed his butt, and that was it. And his from his
in the rain.
lower torso to up. But they never showed anything past that. They didn't show the dingleberries or anything like that. They didn't show any of that. But it was implied about what was done to him. Me personally, I didn't like it. My wife didn't like it. We're in the theater and we're like, it was like a
Peggy wasn't
turn your
implied.
face.
It was
Peggy
implied.
not
It
Yeah,
was, but
they
it
were
was
wondering
implied
what a
'cause they
rain,
didn't
they were wondering
actually
what a
show
rain
it.
was.
What
Right?
happened
They
in
didn't show it.
what happened in Peacemaker was something that I've seen softer
That was
stuff.
deliberate.
When I was in the world, I seen softer stuff in real movies that was porn. It was absolutely
I've seen worse scenes on Game of Thrones. I've seen
but,
worse scenes.
but Game of Thrones is
can't
not
be compared
Game of Thrones
because
ain't
Game of
Superman, bro.
Thrones was just a
Peacemaker
short.
ain't
It was
Superman
a short
either,
piece of
bro.
black.
Dude, look. I'm gonna say this one more time because it seemed like I'm talking in another language. Okay, it's directly tied to Superman. No matter what.
MA?
Hold on, wait. Before you say I disagree, you'll be absolutely
Okay,
wrong.
first of all, I didn't say I disagree. I
You
said I said yeah,
what was you gonna
I don't care because it's TV.
Oh,
M
you don't
A,
care
which
that it's
means
tied to
your
a
children
child
should
superhero.
watch it. If
You
I
don't
don't
get-
know what it's tied to,
Look,
if it's
look.
MA, your kids
He
shouldn't watch
tied
it.
it to a child superhero.
Don't care.
It doesn't matter what you think.
It says
Kids
says
have seen it
TMA.
because they didn't know no better.
If I
There
may,
are kids.
That's
That's
the
seen it.
parents' fault.
No, it
Parents'
ain't.
if I
Because
may,
guess what? Right now, if you are a hardworking father and you go to sleep at 8 o'clock, 8:30, for one, 9 o'clock is too early. If it was gonna be for mature eyes only, make it come out at midnight.
Why? It's gonna be on for the rest of the week.
DC after midnight.
Okay, then.
This was a time stamp it every day.
Well, no, make it where it can only be shown after midnight. And it's
No one
cut off.
does that.
No,
Now you being
because-
unrealistic.
Hold on, wait.
Now you being unrealistic.
Hold on, wait a second. You're being unrealistic to think that kids can't get access to stuff. This is how. Hold on, let me tell you something.
Supposed to watch it.
Look.
They used to be able to block it
This is
two
how-
decades ago.
This is how cyber attackers come after children. This is how child porn happens. This is how human trafficking happens because kids
stuff
get
on TV?
access through mobile devices. Kids get, and they got great parents. Parents cannot be
Then you
ever
should
present
learn to
because guess what?
filter
No,
their
hold on, wait a second.
devices.
The only way that you can prevent it is if you don't have HBO.
No.
Okay.
I don't have
Absolutely.
HBO.
Actually, you can have HBO and filter the HBO.
Look. Some of these parents don't even know how to do all that technology.
They
like
should
that.
learn then.
Bro. It's tied to a child superhero. Period. We
So,
can't even argue it.
it's
Again,
TMNT.
that
means if your child
Yeah, but
sees
even your
and they decide to watch
19-year-old,
it, then whatever.
but even
Can
a
I reel
19-year-old
it back?
The
daughter,
world cannot be responsible for what the work.
but even a 19-year-old daughter, bro, hold on, wait. But a child should be able to watch all of DC because guess what?
Why?
Now they're gonna because every superhero connection, it's a DCU, bro.
So what?
You're not listening. And you
can I
definitely
reel
not
it
paying
back?
attention. If
Can
it's a
I reel it back?
DCU, that means the whole continuum. They need to know the storyline and know what's going on. There are gonna be things in the Peacemaker that's gonna add to the story because Superman is making an appearance in this series. So it's important to because look, bro.
Means your
That's like
children should not watch it.
watching. That's like trying to watch all of when Thanos first appeared, and then all the way to Endgame, and then you don't know what happened because it's two movies that you couldn't watch because some of the TV shows were TVMA. So now you got gaps, and you like, well, why did this happen? Well, you missed it because that.
People do that anyway.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be in comic books.
Wrong. That's where you're wrong.
No, that's why I'm right because I want to know the whole storyline, brother. If I'm watching this stuff,
Watch the Echo series.
Again,
I
can
want
I
to
reel
watch
it back?
the whole. I want to
Watch
watch
the
the
Echo
whole.
series.
I want to watch the whole storyline.
Did you watch the Echo series?
Yes,
The whole thing. So you
watched
watched every.
all. I watched all Marvel, Eternals, Echo. I watched Secret Invasion. I want to see everything. Why
That's
not?
You know, but you know what? In Marvel, you can do that because everything in Marvel is PG-13.
Yeah, but the thing is,
DC don't roll that way.
and this
They do adult stuff. Harley Quinn, the cartoon,
when
wasn't
you
adult
tie in this,
cartoon.
when you tie in this to Superman, you have to take that in consideration. And
No,
I
you don't.
guarantee you, this is gonna backfire on him.
No,
I guarantee you,
not.
he's gonna lose
don't do
money.
that for a second.
I guarantee it. You want to put a bet on it right now?
And how we go and judge who wins the bet?
I guarantee you that the DCU, the next movies are not gonna be successful.
You don't even know what the next movie is.
Supergirl.
That's give me something better than Supergirl.
I guarantee you that the next TV show ain't gonna
give
be
me
successful.
something better than Supergirl.
I guarantee you that Peacemaker is not gonna be as successful going forward.
I don't agree with you there.
When you got shows like Nerdrotic speaking out against this,
I don't care about Nerd Riot.
you
Nerd Riot don't run my opinion.
guess what? You have to because he's
I
one
don't
of the
have to do
driving
that to
forces.
stay black and die. What are you talking
You're one guy. Hey man, you one guy. You just a small speck.
Right.
When you got a YouTube
Nerd
channel
Riot is
with-
one guy too.
you got a
Nerd Riot is
YouTube
one
channel.
guy too. Just
He
'cause
got
you
3
follow-
million subscribers, bro. He got 3
just 'cause
million
you
subscribers.
follow everything he say don't mean I
No,
got you.
I
I'm
don't
always
follow
careful.
everything he say, but he's a person that normally, and he's not the only channel. You got Tyrone Magnus speaking out against this. You got
That's
Nerdrotic
it.
speaking out against
You
this.
learned by now. Other people's opinions don't move
Bro,
me because I am not a sheep.
Other people,
I am
no,
a grown
you
man
not,
with my own thoughts and opinions.
bro.
So
Your little
just
$20
because
ain't
they
gonna make or break
don't
DC
mean I ain't got to
though.
like it.
But your $20 is not
Hey,
gonna make or
once
break
again, That
DC.
30-second clip,
Guess what? Word
30
of
second
mouth is
clip,
the reason.
the 45-minute show,
word-
that's a very good show.
But word of
It's still
mouth,
a very good
word of,
episode.
word of mouth, and Snyder people are the reason that this movie didn't do 800 million. Because you had 200. Because you had $200 million sitting in people's pockets because they said, I won't go see it. Because you had a whole group of people. So people do drive mediums, period. And when you do stuff like this for a child
What
hero,
were we talking about? What you just talking
I'm
about?
talking about Superman.
Still did
Superman
600
should have made way more money
600
than
million though,
600
right?
million.
Still
Should
did
have made
600
way
million though,
more.
right?
Should have made way more. It didn't beat.
Woulda,
It
coulda.
didn't beat Man of Steel.
And
It didn't, and it should have.
and
And it didn't.
your opinion, it should have.
It should have. But people didn't go because of word of mouth. Because people who love Snyder said don't go see it, and you had whole groups, millions of people saying I'm not gonna see it, just
So
because
what?
of word of mouth.
It's still one of the top 6 movies of the year. And as you already said, it won the summer box office. So
Yeah,
I'm
and it was a great movie. It did. And that's why I don't understand why this dude released it digitally. And he said it out of his own mouth. I want people to be able to watch this movie so they can get ready for Peacemaker. And then you're telling me it's not directly tied.
That's okay. Well, whether it's directly connected to it or not, don't make a difference. It's TVMA. So go ahead and let your kids watch it.
TVMA is not TV Triple X, brother.
Have at it. It's TVMA.
Again, can I reel it back?
How are you guys liking this? Out in the comments, let us know. This is an awesome argument. You gotta love it. Hit the like button.
But here's the thing. This is gonna be my last word on it. It's absolutely disgusting.
It's 30 seconds.
And it's
Fast
disgusting.
forward.
It's the most disgusting 30 seconds I ever seen in a DC property in my entire life.
Okay, well, that's you.
Tell me something more disgusting than DC that you've seen.
No, I agree with you. But
So I'm gonna say Superman 2 when Lois and Clark had the sex scene.
Yeah, Critical Mass. You're a little bit more of a free bird than I am.
Hi.
Yeah, I want to hear what Critical Mass got to say. I was hoping somebody would break it in. What's up, Critical?
I am vehemently against this, and I think it was a bad move because Superman is a child hero, and he's tied to this now. He actually made appearance in this so far, but I want to hear your opinion on it, man. And then we gonna, because there's no spoilers here. We just talking about a scene, and I just think it's disgusting. But what you think?
Well, I haven't seen either. I haven't seen the new Superman movie yet, or I haven't seen the Peacemaker episode that you mentioned. So, as far as my opinion, as far as what are you saying? Should adult content be linked to Superman in any way?
Correct. And I'm talking about soft porn. We're gonna use the word soft porn, and where they're showing multiple male anatomies and women anatomies, and drug use and things of that nature on a property tied directly to Superman.
Well, I think Peacemaker himself should be kind of, if they want to do a gritty thing, okay, that's fine. You're doing the gritty part of DC. But I don't think Superman needs to be tied to it. No, he doesn't need to be. Because that's not what we watch Superman for. If we want to watch something that's more gritty, dark side, you figure you can see that in Batman. You're not going to necessarily see
gritty like Punisher. This is absolutely like it is
softcore. This is Cinemax.
Deplorable. Yeah.
This is Cinemax.
Yeah, Gunn crossed the line. Let's be honest. He crossed the line.
Would you agree that if Peacemaker was included in the end credit scenes on Superman, and then Superman was in the credit scenes on Peacemaker, and the Justice Gang is in Peacemaker, then that would mean he's directly tied, correct?
I would say so. And that the way that you're putting it down, it sounds like they are tied together.
And also, here's the other thing. I've done my research. Not one comic panel in all of the history of Peacemaker showed any nudity. And if we remember, think about this. The DC Black Label came out with that Batman, and they showed a silhouette of what was his male anatomy. People complained. They immediately took it off the shelves and re-released it. Now, that original comic is worth a lot of money, but there was no place for that. And even that's Black Label, which is considered for more upper teenagers, 18 and up, 17 and up or whatever, right? And when they showed a silhouette, it wasn't even really it, because it was in dark. And people complained, they took it off the shelves immediately, and re-released it without it.
DC had a whole comics division dedicated to deplorable stuff. It was called Vertigo. Ran for about 20 years, bro.
Yeah, Vertigo, and it went out of business because of that, because nobody was buying it.
Cock and bull.
I would beg the difference.
It went out of business because it wasn't doing well. That's why things go out of business, brother.
Talk to him, Dante. Dante
can talk all he wants. It went out of business.
He acting like he know more about comics than we do.
I do. I know more about business. And I know that you don't get rid of a business if it's doing well.
Go ahead, Dante.
Okay. Like I said, if I can reel it back. Critical, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Dante?
I'm good.
Good to see. Good to see you. I see you still spinning.
Yes, I am. Now, with all of that being said, with Peacemaker, and this is what I was saying about Peacemaker and James Gunn, they figure he's an obscure character. They can bring him to the mainstream and do whatever. I said this earlier, canon doesn't matter. So they'll put anybody into those stories. If you go back to the Peacemaker stories in the comic books, he didn't really have no cameos. And if he did, it was street level heroes and street level villains that'll be either associated with him or to be out. So you may see one comic book with a team up with the Blue Beetle and Peacemaker. Or you'll see Peacemaker and Gangbuster. And like I said, with a lot of these characters, because both DC and Marvel have been guilty of this for the past 15 years, of bringing quote unquote low level or obscure or not well-known characters and doing whatever. The characters that you're talking about, especially with Superman, are already established. So if you make even one tweak, yeah, it's going to be an uproar. But if you do it with characters that people don't know, Echo being a good example, anything goes. And this is the approach that they're taking with the TV and movies. This is what I don't like because I saw it happening. Since they don't care nothing about canon anymore, and this is people's introduction, especially casual listeners and viewers to a comic book property, that's going to be their start point, this TV show. And that's who they're gearing it towards. It's not towards the diehards or the hardcore or the people that know the story. It's towards the casual fans that they know that's going to generate money to see this. Like, this is different. I never heard this hero before. Let me go ahead and see what they're going to do next. Let me go ahead and see what they're going to do next. Instead of DC and Marvel being family-oriented shows with these different comic book characters, this is what you get. Now, going back to the business thing in Vertigo, yes. And I put this in the text earlier, before the show went live. Vertigo has been around for close to 20 years. And out of Vertigo came at least about 5 characters that people can identify with. Sandman, The Watchman, Grundle. It was 2 other characters that came out of that. I think one of them was Death. And then
Lucifer.
Thank you. Now that was intended, DC Vertigo also supposed to have some supernatural connections too, because Phantom Stranger and Deadman also appeared in that comic book too, and it was considered to be a little bit more mature, a little bit more adult oriented, a little bit more grittier. I'm not saying James Gunn is trying to bring that to the DCU, aka HBO Max, aka Warner Brothers, in order to get those casual fans and those older fans into getting into a hero that they can basically do whatever, and they got free reins to do whatever they want with. And this is what I said earlier about parents got to be on their job. Be like, okay, this is a character. It came out in the comic books. He was kind of, comic book or, kid friendly, but not so much now. I'm going to screen these episodes and see which ones would be appropriate for you to watch, or we're not going to watch them at all. Now, going back to the business, DC Vertigo stayed in business for 20 years. And like I said, those are the ones that introduced the Watchmen. What ended up happening, Warner Brothers shut down a lot of those independent books that was done in DC. Another one that comes to mind that just got relaunched was Milestone. That's where you get your Icon, your Hardware, your Blood Syndicate, your Static or Static Shock. And Static appeared in Justice League Unlimited with the cartoon and everything. I say that to say this. When you have characters that nobody cares about or never even heard of, and a big studio and a big director decides to bring them out, it's basically at their discretion. They can do whatever they want with it. It's up to the viewer to see if they are gonna put some emotional investment into this character as well as revenue into this character. Now, John Cena, he was doing stuff like this in the WWE for like 20 some odd years. A lot of his stuff was implied. Sometimes he would curse, or he'll even refer to that. Now this is happening in that TV show with him.
Hold on. Let me stop you real quick, brother.
Go ahead.
He never was butt naked in the WWE. I'm not talking about implied. I'm talking about real live soft porn.
I know what you're talking about.
Wait, don't mix up. No, wait, because you said he was doing these things. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about full on. I'm talking about full on 20 junks on one screen at the same time. Dude, that is not nothing near implied. So stop that. Don't mix up the two because they are not the same.
I'm not mixing the two.
WWE is a live show in front of a live audience. So when you say stuff, he was doing stuff like this. No, he was absolutely not, because he did not stand in the squared circle, butt naked, doing cocaine. Man, stop.
Let me finish my point.
But it ain't a point.
No, hear me out on this.
Hold on. I timed you. I let you talk uninterrupted for 5 minutes, 35 seconds. Then you say something crazy like that. He was doing this in the WWE. No, he wasn't. Because what I'm talking about, the scene that I'm talking about is not implied, brother.
I know it's not implied.
Don't say it.
Well, technically, Cena didn't do it. Cena didn't do it in Peacemaker either. Cena didn't do anything during that scene.
No, and I'm talking about the series. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's even more. You saying Cena. This ain't even about Cena. This is about the scene in Peacemaker. I didn't even say John Cena's name.
Yeah, but if you heard me a little bit earlier, I said it's up to the parents' discretion. I'm going to screen these shows, and I'm going to see what it is.
But in season one,
you can't watch.
It says
season one never had a scene this disgusting. This was the most disgusting scene that I've ever seen in the DC property in my entire life.
Orgy.
Okay,
some people would
it was disgusting.
But going back to what I was saying, with the Peacemaker, again, James Gunn has free reign to do whatever because it's not an established character. In the comic books, he's established, but to the non-comic book reading audience, this is brand new. This is fresh. They can do whatever because the character is not that well known. So it is up to you.
They do.
As the parent to screen these shows.
Bro, I'm not even talking about parenting. I literally started this show off with saying I wouldn't want my wife or my 19-year-old to see this. I know that I wouldn't let my 11-year-old watch Peacemaker. Come on, man. You're not listening. That's why
they didn't build the Peacemaker as a child-friendly character. That's what I'm saying.
Bro. They didn't build it. You're not listening again. I just said it again, and you still didn't listen. That's a stubbornness. I said my wife and my 19-year-old, they're adults. They can watch it. They don't need my permission.
I heard that part. You still not listening.
This ain't about children.
I want to watch it. They ain't
no,
got
it's
to.
not that. But like I said, they did not build the Peacemaker.
We need a mediator.
They think it's
just like they did with the Watchmen on HBO.
Breathe, fellas, breathe.
Did enough talking. My thing is, I don't want to see this.
Then don't watch it.
You hear what I'm saying? But I want to know the story because Peacemaker is a good story. Look, think about it.
45-minute show.
Bro, there's no way that you can unsee it. It should have never been put in the story because it doesn't do anything for
that sounds like a personal problem.
It is a personal problem, but for millions of people.
Then don't watch it.
You're not understanding it.
I'm understanding, bro. What you're saying is you want to watch it, but you can't get 30 seconds out of your head because you're so disturbed by it. You can't enjoy the rest of the show because you saw an orgy on TV.
It's disgusting. Hey, hold on, wait.
Same thing with Watchmen when they put it on
serious right now, and I'm gonna shut down there. Hey, Dante, if I muted you, that means it's done time. Okay. At the end of the day, the proprietor of Club Cool Nerds is fatal. And now I'm about to get serious.
Oh, what was that?
The proprietor of Club Cool Nerds is fatal.
Yeah, we know that. What's your point?
Now, what I'm about to do is get serious. I'm about to take it somewhere serious. I'm gonna zap you, bro. Straight up.
No,
You're
you're
gonna
not.
be
You're not gonna
you're
do that
gonna
to
be
him.
in the multiverse somewhere in a
You
minute.
ain't about to do that to him.
I can.
No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
I can because
You gonna put him in the Phantom Zone, Fatal?
in the Phantom Zone. Here
Oh
it
my
is.
God,
Here
no,
it is.
not the Phantom Zone.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. As a Christian man, what we saw on that TV is not good for anybody's eyes. And I'm gonna say that just like that. My Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ. Now, it's some things that we can bend, and you can come off screen. That means you don't love him enough to listen to me, and you hide yourself from Jesus. Come on.
No, first of all, this ain't got nothing to do. Okay, now you're about to piss me off. So this ain't got nothing to do about my love for Jesus, all right?
Okay, no,
Okay.
don't come off the screen then.
But no, I'm coming
Thing
off
is-
the screen. I gotta take a piss. Since you want to know,
Well, go ahead.
can I use the bathroom, please,
Go
sir?
ahead. The thing is,
Ain't got nothing
it's
to do with Jesus.
disgusting. And it ain't got nothing to do with children because I got control, and I do have a filter on my TV for my kids.
Okay.
Right? They all have their own HBO box where they have to log in, and I got it already. But this is not something for my eyes or any other person who has any level of ethics about them, especially when we digging into a Superman property. We shouldn't have to see that. Me as a Christian man, watch it. Yeah, I've seen some blood and some gore, but I shouldn't have to see porn in a DC property. I don't want to see that, and many millions of fans don't want to see that. And I think it's tone deaf for James Gunn to put that in a DC property where he has tied Superman to. It's disgusting. Period, point blank. And that's not my opinion. It is disgusting. Do you know that the word porn is the root word for porneia? That means fornication. That's the Greek root word. And the person that created porn did it because he don't like Jesus. And then we got all this deplorable stuff. Sex sells. I hear it all the time. But that was disgusting, and it has no place in the DC property, particularly when it was never in the comic book to begin with.
I'm glad you're talking about this. I'm glad you're saying it.
And when we talk about implied versus full on, this wasn't just nudity. This was absolutely deplorable and disgusting. So as a
And
Christian
this
man,
is nothing about comics.
ability to uphold a certain level of civility. It was disgusting. And it is tied to Superman. He tied it to Superman. That's the problem. It's not whether or not it's for kids. I know if it say rated R, I'm not gonna let my kids watch it. I got 5 accounts. All of them have to log in. All of them are restricted. If my wife would have watched that, my wife don't even watch Power because she said it's too much. That's a grown woman. She won't watch Power because she said it's too much killing, and the way they bash people's heads in, I can't watch it. It don't sit on my heart right? And certain eyes, and as a man of Christ, I don't want to see something like that, especially when it's tied to a superhero that I grew up watching, because my first taste of Superman was seeing Christopher Reeve, an honest, good, wholesome man on the screen. Do you think that they will allow Christopher Reeve to be tied to something so deplorable and so disgusting? Absolutely not. And that's why he's so beloved over the years. This cannot be tied to Superman. That's my major point. If Peacemaker would have came out independently on its own outside, and they would have made a distinct cutoff and said this has nothing to do with Superman. No, but you got Superman in it. You got him on Superman. And then even in Superman, and I can understand where my uncle was coming from. He said there's a lot too much cussing. Some of that stuff that he brought over from Guardians of the Galaxy, he was like, I don't think it got no place in the Superman movie. And I always thought Henry Cavill was a little bit dark for Superman. This Superman felt a little lighthearted, couple cuss words here and there, but this right here is taking it too far when we tying it to a childhood superhero that we grew up watching. So even if it's not for kids, we tried to make a counter argument that, well, control your house and don't let, ain't no kids in my house seen it.
Ain't that what y'all said? Ain't that what the police say to the parents? Make sure y'all take care of y'all kids. Handle your kids.
No. But I'm not even talking about this is bad for kids. This is bad for adults that love Superman and DC.
Oh, and I love Superman. I'm not taking.
This is tied directly to Superman. No matter what way you slice it,
Well, you
it
don't
is.
speak, and I love Superman, so you can't speak for everybody who love man. Like
All
I
right,
said,
but no. The question is it tied to Superman? Yes or no?
I don't care if it is or not.
No, I'm asking a
Oh,
question.
no.
No, yes or no?
I saw a silhouette
Yes or no?
5
Okay,
seconds.
look, this time I'm gonna do it.
in one movie.
DJ Herc, is it tied to Superman? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
I only saw one episode.
Redeemer 23
If it was
collectibles.
one
Is it
episode,
tied to
then I'll
Superman?
say-
Yes or no?
I don't know.
Yes, they're tying it to
I'm
Super.
going around. Is it tied to Superman Redeemer?
Yes.
Critical Mass. Is it tied to Superman?
I haven't seen it, so I can't say yes or no.
No. But before DJ Herc was on the screen, you said yes if he
Well,
made
no.
a cameo.
Well, I mean, no. Well, like I said earlier, the way that you explained it, that he now was he in Superman? Was he in the movie?
For 3 seconds.
He was
For
in
3
Superman and he was in the end credit scenes, and they said prepare for season 2 of
Yep.
Peacemaker.
Well, yeah, and that's the case. It is tied to it, but again, those two universes really don't need to be together.
Correct.
I mean,
Venom Tech. Is it tied to Superman?
Definitely is with the end credits and having him in there.
That's my case. That's what I'm talking about. And it shouldn't have been. The Cape Crusader does not belong in that type of world, because the Cape Crusader is a child superhero that exudes hope and innocence. It does not. This right here is absolutely ridiculous. That's my take on it. Now, I think that the Peacemaker season 1 was absolutely incredible for an adult, and even season 2, outside of that scene, was incredible. Storytelling is great. Why did you put it in there? For what? Because he wants to gain that same audience that made Marvel so much money with Deadpool and Wolverine. Because it's people that's going to see that they're not even comic book fans. They want to go see slapstick bullcrap, right? And Deadpool and Wolverine was really not that great of a movie. It was all over the place. But people went to go see it because it was raunchy and stupid. So he wanted to tap into that audience. That's why I think he did it. Like somebody said, controversy. Dum, 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 dum. Controversy. But we don't need controversy surrounding Superman. Superman, Spider-Man, Batman. The big 3, the most beloved heroes in the universe. Did we get that in the Dark Knight trilogy? No. Even Penguin was edgy, and that was on HBO. We didn't get that
exactly.
in the Yep. Right.
Yeah, there was no nudity in
and Penguin was edgy, but everybody could watch it. God rest my grandmother's soul. She could watch it and enjoy it. My 19-year-old could have watched it and enjoyed it. Is there some implied things? Yes. Is it edgy? Yes. But is it off the charts? Where it's basically you go on the porn.hub. Again, the root word porn is Greek for fornication. And
super explicit.
And other sexual ills. Right? And that's what this was. And it's tied to one of the greatest superheroes that were ever written. That's 1 hour of talking about this. But I'm passionate about it because it's disgusting me, man. I really hate it.
I feel you, and I say, in my opinion, I back you with that. I do.
So are you going to continue to watch
I'm
Peacemaker?
Contemplating it, brother. I'm contemplating it. I am. So I'm gonna bring up some pictures. So and this thing about these pictures, and these are even darker tone. The new Man-Bat, right? It's a darker tone character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that far enough? I think. You know, but I had the pleasure of interviewing some guys from Sideshow, one of them being Will Harbottle, and we were talking about some of the things that he made, and one of the ones he made was this Mystique right here. And when I was telling him, man, when I first saw this piece, you know, I got the first one, right? Well, it's the second one that I paired it, that I will be pairing it with this. And he was like, oh my God, yeah. That's a great idea, man. They will look good together. Real good dude, man. Will Harbottle. Sideshow.
Did he do that? The other one you just finished showing? What's
I
her
don't
name?
think
Yeah.
he did Domino, but these look like they will pair well together, and I'll keep my original and put that with the rest of the X-Men. But I think these pair well. I got this one at a discount because of military. This piece, I think a lot of people like it. This Mystique, but this is a pairing that I want to put together. Yeah.
You have that Domino?
Yeah, I got this Domino. Yeah, I got the exclusive too.
Yeah, nice.
That's the first thing I thought about when I saw it. That's the reason I picked it up, for no other reason. Because I got the first, that's the second one. Yeah, it's in there. He's in the movie too, but yeah, I think that looks good. And then when I was thinking about pairing stuff, I got this piece, this Power Girl, and then I did this.
That's a nice piece. I saw it over there at CZ, but I think they ran out of it, right? Is it waitlisted?
The Power Girl?
Yeah, I think it's waitlisted or sold out.
Yeah, I got her for a reasonable price too. But I'm like, man, these go so well together, man. Power Girl and Superman.
Yeah,
and
that's a good pairing. I still
like. Wow, it does look good together. I never thought about that when you put it together. It looks really good. Yeah.
It looks good because you see how he's got his hand one way, the cape is flowing one way, and then the other way. So it makes a perfect scenery with them put together like that.
And I like the way the whooshing effect underneath their feet. It goes well.
It's
man.
different. It goes well. Yeah.
It pairs very well.
This was Will Harbottle's series. This is the Pope Vixens. So far, he's done 3 of them.
Love those pieces.
Yeah.
Those pieces are nice.
And he said these are based on like espionage shows and
James Bondish.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mission Impossible, to like the show and all that.
The Saint, all that kind of stuff.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I never was in the fence with those pieces at all until I saw them in person and I saw how the details, the painting kicked in, and then just seeing them in person, just like, oh, you know what? You know, they look really good. I'm not even gonna lie, they look really good.
So the question that I asked them when I was there, they came out with the 3rd one, and these look real good. This force perspective and all that. This is the new one.
I love that force perspective. I love that.
Bridgeburn, Eleanor Bridgeburn. This is the new one that's coming out next.
And that one's cool too.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So I said, okay, since you based it off these you know, 007 and espionage, I said, what about one based on like the you know, Pam Grier? And he said, absolutely. Before I even got it out of my mouth, he was like, absolutely, man. Pam Grier all day long. And he was like, could you imagine that? You know,
he would kill it.
Yeah, like something in this realm.
I'm ready to pre-order right now, and it hasn't even been created yet.
Yeah. And I met Pam.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth, brother.
Dante and I met Pam Grier a long time ago, about 10 years ago. We got her autograph. But Pam Grier was in a lot of movies that in the 70s, 60s, and 70s. And he was like, man, it'd be dope to put like have like a hood of a car with a woman like this with an afro with some guns, you know. So he said he wants to do more and more as well. So Pam Grier. This was one that I know DJ Herc wants to get a hold of in one of these scales. They both on wait list right now. And
both of them?
Both of them, BOF.
Both of them are wait listed, yep.
Both of these are on wait list, and a lot of people dropped the ball on it in the community because we just didn't know.
I didn't know that they had a smaller scale. To be honest with you, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's a 6 scale with the comic book behind it. And the other one's quarter.
fifth scale, fifth.
Oh, 5th scale, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
these are coming out. I mean, it looks so beautiful in person. And when I was asking him about it, how did y'all make it work? He said there was a few pieces that they did in the past. What's the name of it? The Rogue, when she's on that crane arm in the danger room, it's a metal rod that goes all the way through that. So, but then the first one that they played with to make that kind of thing work was that first Spider-Man they did like this, where they did a metal rod. He said this is when they kind of first got into making pieces like that, so they knew that they had the technology and things to do it. And they run a metal rod all the way through the leg, all the way up. So the way it keys in, it works. So yeah, it's metal rods, and he says that he feels that these are going to be bulletproof.
But isn't the Venom and the Spider-Man where he's attacking each other in kind of the same way like that, where they did a special rock because he's like floating in the air, pushing backwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's right.
So when you brought that one up, it kind of looks the same as the other Venom and Spider-Man put together. So I know what that's pretty cool how they did that to get that floating image of it.
And then I asked him what character he would want to do. And what's this guy name? John Carter from of Mars, and he's Deja Thor's husband in that series, fighting one of those green Martians.
I was thinking about that too when last week when you guys were talking about the Deja Thor's piece with Ann Adams, and I was like, man, that would be an awesome piece to do, John Carter.
So this was Will Harbottle, and I didn't even know that. I was shocked. This piece right here, I slept on, and this is one of those ones that resell either at value or above. And I know.
Yeah, I remember you wanted it.
Yeah, I never got a hold of it.
You know, this thing was $550 when it first came out, Fatal.
I know.
Wow,
that's crazy. You know how much that thing's gonna be going for now?
$1,200.
It's already. Yep. There you go, Fatal.
Yeah, on average $1,200. So he did this one. Shout out to Will Harbottle.
One of the smartest buys I've ever made.
Yeah. So this is
always you're always getting them.
Yeah, but you don't waste your time on them type of pieces. But yeah, these are the green alien things that he fought. Shout out to Sideshow. Years ago, I had lost my belt on my Batman. Sideshow was able to get me out one. Shout out to Tim.
Oh, a lot of love. Look at that. Love.
So I got a belt on him now. He was without a belt, looking crazy.
He was beltless.
He was beltless, and now he's not beltless.
The Joker stole his utility belt like in a TV show.
Yeah,
it was taken away.
Yeah, what was it? Wasn't he without a belt in the TV show from back in the day?
No, it was one episode. I think his belt got stolen.
Yeah, I think I think I remember that.
One episode.
I got my belt back.
It's good.
I got my belt back.
Definitely happy about this one. This is one of the grail pieces in my collection now. Absolutely love it.
I'm gonna go to your house and take a picture of it and claim it as mine.
It's dope.
And post it on your page.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm a front.
They're gonna have to do a custom backdrop so it don't look like Fatal's background right now.
Exactly. Hey, I'll green screen it, brother.
Now, what he's gonna do? Fatal probably already got a picture of him and this together. He gonna digitize Fatal's head out and superimpose.
Yeah, there you go. You already know. Hey, you know the phones could do that already. So hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dope piece, bro. I ain't gonna front.
It is. It's a nice piece.
This is all the
maybe I'll get the 110 scale.
Yeah. It's like 450. This
ain't
right
too
here.
bad.
Phenomenal.
I saw this unpainted at Sideshow and it was impressive. Unpainted.
Really,
bro. Phenomenal.
That I saw that lit up, man.
Look at
That
the
thing's killer.
wings, though, bro. The
They
wings,
got an art
it's
print to
like
go with
see
it too.
through, bro. That's oh my god,
Translucent.
Translucent resin. Translucent resin.
they
And
killed it.
it's got an
Here's
art
a-
print to go with it too.
He's a beast.
So the light can come on in red as well. And but look at how those veins look in the wings, man. That's crazy.
I think they
Yeah,
did a
that's
good
what I'm
job with that.
saying. It's crazy, man.
I said it before. I said it again. Sideshow's killing it.
Look how it pairs with these other rogues, the Riddler and Penguin off the chain, man. Look at that.
Yeah, that does look really, really cool.
Another banger.
A banger.
Oh, 100%. Look at that.
Two different
That
light up
shit's
features.
awesome.
Two different
That's
light up
awesome.
features, man.
That's nice that you have the option of 2 different light ups.
Now, here's a question. Do you have to press the button to turn it red, or you got the option to pick either or?
I
Like,
think they got
you
the
could
video
probably
on.
like,
No. You can change
Like-
it.
like I'm saying, like if you was to connect like a plug, like a USB cable or Alexa or whatnot, can you change it from day or night, yourself, or can you set it up like that or not?
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
don't know. That's a good
That would be
question.
dope. That would be dope.
I
if you
think
can do
it.
that.
I think, to be honest with you, Venom, I think it pulsates from white to red. I'm not sure, but check out the sideshow video and check and see for yourself.
Oh,
Because it's out.
It pulses, but the red is solid and then it pulses, and then the white solid and then it pulses. So it's got pulses for both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't
I
know.
wonder if it'll stop.
I just know this looked dope and I want it. You know what I mean?
What's it going for?
Of course you want it. You
890?
want everything you see.
8 something.
Yeah.
I think it's like 850, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, this one is a rogue that's got to come to the collection. So, with that being said, I took some liberties in doing some mock-ups to see how I want this to pair in the rogues gallery here. But this statue is off the chain. Very detailed, very good footprint on it too.
That's true.
Like-
It does have a small footprint. You're right.
And look at his feet. Look at the bottom of his feet. The 2 different colors from the top to the bottom.
Great. It's got a great black wash on it. That's real cool.
I'll be right back, gentlemen.
We'll be here.
You look real good, man. That's posed very well. Very well.
Man, look
And
at the spine detail on the back. That's crazy.
Look at
Those
this, man.
teeth.
Look at that. Look at that base. And
Insane.
1942 was his first appearance. That's why he got 1942 right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So then you got other new stuff that's coming out, and you got that Riddler, which is amazing to me. Right.
The Riddler has a lot of little
Easter eggs.
What do you call it? Easter eggs, yeah, on it. That's what I like about it.
I like he's got the old school hat from the TV show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Battle worn. Real good.
It's very cool, man. It's got a small footprint. Yep. I was see we on the same page.
Yeah, we think alike. Great minds think alike.
And it's got a lot
Yes,
of details.
sir.
A lot of details. Look at that.
Crazy, man.
He's about to blow something up.
Riddle me this. Hey, Fado, on that audio show on HBO, the Batman audio series, the one who plays the Riddler, the voices the Riddler, is John Leguizamo, and he does a really good job on there.
I could picture him doing that.
Yeah,
Is this,
it's
is
on
this
that
a
one
pot?
the story that you said, Joker.
Then you got the penguin. The penguin is I got this one in the house. This is real dope.
I like the mixed media on the coat around the collar. Man, that's off the chain, bro.
Yeah, I usually
You
don't
know,
care
I
for mixed media, but I'm wondering. I don't know if you could have did it to look as good if it was sculpted.
I mean, you possibly you could have, but I don't know. Like, I guess since I've collected Hot Toys and now I'm into more statues also. I don't mind the mixed media because I have mixed media on, of course, Hot Toys. So it's like, if it looks good on it, I totally agree. Like, I don't
Yeah,
mind a fashionable cape or a cape that you can move around. Like, even if they, I don't know if they have one, a Doctor Strange with his cape to be able to, where you can have mixed media or both to do a swap out. That would be cool too.
yeah. Because when I saw this at StatueCon, I walked up and touched it. I was impressed. I was like, "What is this, velvet?"
You had the touch. I'm telling Marcos. Don't let him see this video because he's gonna be like, "Do not touch."
Yeah, he knows. He knows all about me.
Yeah, so this is real
Yeah.
dope. So I did some mock-ups
Mhm.
when I was like, dang, which Batman would I put with these robes? Right?
I got a
Okay,
feeling
come
I
on.
know, but I'm gonna let you surprise me. I got a feeling.
All right, so I looked at this one,
Mm.
this one, this one, this one,
Hmm.
the blue version, this one, this one, right? These are
Did you get the blue version one?
this one. Then I thought about some older rogues that are still dope. This Mr. Freeze
Yeah, this still holds up.
still holds up.
Oh, I love that Mr. Freeze. I like both versions that they came out with.
I remember that
You remember?
Sideshow put this in they froze it. They put a block of
Right.
ice in it, and then they let it melt, and it did no damage to it, but it was pretty cool.
Was it that one or was it the one with the staircase?
It was this one.
Okay.
That's a hell of an experiment.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, they
man.
did it. Yeah, I remember when they did it. Yeah.
I still want this Joker. I'm gonna get this one day.
But I like this one too, and I didn't get it. But
Oh, twisted.
so I did the mock-up. Actually, is the first mock-up. What you think about that?
It's passable, but show me. I mean, well, let the other guy show. Go ahead.
Not feeling this particular Batman with that.
Correct.
I never did like this Batman.
Why? Because of the scowl of the face.
It just nothing pulled to me when I'm looking at it. There's
So,
nothing.
out
I
of
didn't
these
gravitate to it at all.
Out of these two, we would say this one.
I would definitely go with this one over the.
Yeah, I would definitely go with the black and gray. Yeah, I would go with that one. Yeah.
I never cared for this one.
Yeah, if the scowl on the face on the other one, I mean, I don't know. Something about it ain't right. Even with the gritting teeth or without, it's. I don't like.
No, still no. All right, this one.
No.
Wait.
And I actually like this Batman, the blue version at least with the long ears. But no,
I'm happy for you, but I never really cared for this Batman either.
Me personally, I'm not indifferent about it. I kind of like that. I like that one
We
better than
gave
the other.
we gave Martine a hard time about it last year.
Oh, really? You bad
Yeah,
people, you. Shame
So
on you.
we still on this.
me and my brother
Still on the first
Crippler
one, yeah.
call it Batman on the pole.
You guys are so wrong in so many ways.
That's why they choked him out. Remember the picture? They was choking him out.
All right. What about
They was
this?
choking
I remember.
closer.
Okay.
Yes. So far, I like this one best.
You know
So you
what?
think-
I think
I know you got
that one
more.
kind of it's. This is my thing about it. Okay, I kind of see. I don't know if critical. I don't know if Fatal. If you guys see the same thing. Do you kind of see like a Batman Arkham Knight out of it? Like when you look at it, or is it me? Am I? Like when you look at it, like as far as like how.
I can see where you're going with that. Yeah, I never thought
Yeah.
about it before, but as I'm looking at it, with the way
It kind of
tactical,
right. Because the Arkham Knight is a thicker Batman. Like he's kind of like in the same build of Dark Knight Batman.
yes.
But I don't know. For me, I would say this one is best. It beats out the first one, so that one suits it better, especially the way you got it displayed there in your mock-up.
But wait, there's more.
Yep.
I was waiting for this one. Frank Miller.
Seem like it don't really fit.
It doesn't because
it doesn't.
The last one fits better. I think it's cool, but definitely the last one that you showed is a better fit. Yeah. I give this one A+. Like this Batman, but nah, the Keaton doesn't work with this.
No, I can't. The Keaton it's a dope statue in its own right, but
standalone piece. Standalone.
Yes,
piece.
there you go. I was about to say the same thing.
So
standalone.
This is the winner here.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
In my opinion, and I think Redeemer agrees with me.
Okay.
I totally agree with you. I think it's cool.
Herc,
what you think about it? Look at, we thought it the same way.
It's cool.
It's cool overall, as opposed to the other ones.
Yep.
Are you still thinking about it? Batman on the pole.
All right. I'm about to get into this unboxing of the Shredder. That's all the pictures
Shredder
for the night.
It's Shredder time.
It's Shredder time. It's Shredder time.
It's Shredder time.
Let me bring it up. All right. So I couldn't get a hold of the exclusive. Found out that this AP was available. I got lucky here.
Oh, look at you getting the AP.
Got lucky.
Mr. Lucky.
Aren't you special?
So special. How you been doing, Redeemer? You had a good
I've been doing good, Critical. How about you? How was work today for you?
Oh, not bad. It went by faster than I thought. It was like before I got there, I blinked. It was lunchtime. I blinked again. I was driving home.
I believe this is just
Shredder.
Yeah, me personally, I was on that same note that I kind of felt like, oh man, good thing. Today, tomorrow's the longer days. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is usually the longer days because I do 12-hour shifts. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I work from 4 to 4.
Do 8 hours. I just do 8 hours, so my days are pretty much the same. The only thing.
Do you work on Fridays though?
Yeah. I work Fridays.
Okay.
Monday through Friday. What
Yeah,
you do? 410s?
Yeah, I do a 10 and 312s.
I had a job like that once where we were doing 410s, and my off
Yeah.
days was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then when
Yeah,
it was
I
a
love it.
holiday,
I
I
love
have
it.
a
Like,
4-day weekend.
oh, tell me about it. It's coming up this weekend. It's coming up. Amen to that.
It's strap time.
I
I
receive
love
it.
the sound. I love the sound of them straps. Just
Do you have any of those type of pieces like TMNT or anything like that?
which one?
TMNT. Do you have any TMNT?
No, I don't need. I'm not that crazy over the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
That came
okay.
around. I was a little older when that came out, so it never hit me the way it hit everybody else.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the movies are cool and all, but I don't really feel the need to add any other statues to my collection, which is a good thing. That means I get to save money and room for other things.
I hear you. I hear you.
Because you can fall down a rabbit hole with the turtles. You got to get all 4 turtles. You got to get to Shredder. You got to get
Man, I fell down a rabbit hole with. I have them right here because when the Ronin series came out, I got all of the last Ronin Michelangelo in the action figure in the NECA figures because they're so extremely detailed. Like the comics, it's like ridiculous. They had a red version, a black and white version, then a regular colored version. So it went with every book that came out. And
now
then
were you following it early on when it was the original
yes,
turtles with the
yeah.
black and white?
Oh, that's nice. Yes, well, you're talking about the Eastman layered like in the for the
The
comics,
origin, yes.
the origin ones. No, that was the one where they had the elongated necks and the big old platypus noses and all that.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. That
They were
no,
skinnier.
yeah, they were skinnier. I didn't follow that. I
That's
followed
okay.
it. I followed it. Oh, that is a nice cape. I like the black wash on it. That's cool.
I want to ask him about the weapons. Do they look
Go ahead.
metal? But I don't think he can hear us.
I can hear you.
No, he can hear you.
How's the weapons look? Do they look metal or plasticky?
Well, this is this is not even the weapons yet. The sheath.
No, you pulled his hand out with the claw. Yeah, they're right there.
It feel.
Does it look animated? That's what he means. Animated, or does it look more realistic?
You hear that?
I'm back, baby.
It looks more realistic.
Okay.
Because this is a PCS, right? Correct. I was just wondering because the blade.
There you go.
His weapons that came out looking. The metal looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good from him showing it and all that. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I followed after that, like when they redux the Eastman and Laird Turtles, I started reading that series. Not the early series when they first made them, where it had all the red bandanas. I followed it when they had all the red bandanas, but where it was more where their bodies were more built, more stockier. They had more, I guess you could say, more oomph to them, more how they look now, as opposed to the animated series. I like too, like watching the animated series, but I love the comics. I so much so that the only one I missed out on and getting the action figure out of NECA is the Baxter Stockman. Because
okay.
that one, because Baxter Stockman, of course, he was black in the comic.
So let me ask you this: could you see yourself?
What?
Usually, when it's a heavy box like that, Fatal, I flip it upside down and let gravity do the work for me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm finna do.
Let gravity do the work. You ain't got to be flexing. Work smart. Work smarter, not harder.
There you go.
So, hey, Redeemer, let me ask
Uh-huh.
you this: could you see yourself owning a 1/3 turtle?
Bro. Right now, no, because I don't have the room for it. I got the 1/3 Hulk, the LBS Hulk, bro. Not the full body, but I got the torso and all that, bro. I don't have room to put them. I gotta like, hopefully in a year, maybe in a year or so, get a home. Then I'll be like, okay, now I can think about that.
What you got,
there.
Fatal?
As you,
So
go ahead, what's up?
it don't say AP on here, so it looks like I might have just got the exclusive, the deluxe number 78. That's what it's looking like.
Look at you, the deluxe number 70. Oh, and by the way, Fatal, I didn't get a chance to answer, or you know how remember you asked who has the lowest pieces, and I believe on my end I have lowest pieces from the PCS Mortal Kombat statues that I bought off of you, that you let me have, and those are like, I think one is 32 and one is like, I don't know, it says it over. One is 32 out of like, I don't know, maybe 300 or 400, 350. I got 52 out of 350 and the other one is 32 out of 350.
Oh, they got it wrapped up.
That's a good ES, especially when you get them that low. It makes them so much better because you know they're in the first batch.
Yeah, and and Fatal always jumps on them. Look at that. That's nice, man.
But I guess it doesn't matter. Well, at least I don't think it matters how fast you jump on it because I think they pull it randomly.
They do.
Yeah, they
So
do.
you just
They
it's just
do.
a luck. It's luck of the draw. You could be the first one, order something day one PO, and you can wind up what? If it's 500, you can have number 499.
Like
Really?
there's a
So
guy.
that's happened.
There's a guy in the group that he was at StatueCon last year. I think that's when I first met him, or the grand opening. And he did an unboxing not too long ago. He had the first statue that was made.
Wow.
That said number one out of like, I think it was like 750 or 800 ES. I'm like, oh my God. To just to get a number one or even the first 5, I got a number 3 out of the 200, 300 that they made.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's my lowest ES I got on one of my statues.
So you got bragging rights, bro.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
I like the gauntlet.
You could take a victory lap around the block.
And what's crazy is that I might end up checking. It's one of my Court of the Dead statues. I might end up bringing it next time if Anthony and other come out and just have all of them sign it because that's their signature line, that Court of the Dead. So I might just end up doing that. Get all of them to sign
Really?
it. Yeah, especially that one.
Venom Tech, did you get the latest Court of the Dead, the Slayer?
Hey, every piece is weighty on this. Every piece.
Not yet. Not yet.
Every piece is weighty, so you have some. So even the hands and everything, they're like heavy set and all that.
Absolutely. Like this piece
Look
is
at that.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in because
No,
it's
even
two
the way
things.
it sounds like
That's crazy.
every piece on this is heavy. Every piece that I picked up, the base, I mean, this is kind of light,
Crazy.
but like this is heavy. This is real heavy. The arms are real, like got a lot of, I don't know. It's
got a lot of oomph to it.
Yeah.
Do you think the magnets will hold for the weight?
Oh yeah. I'm just, when I say heavy, I'm like of quality heavy. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I get you.
Yeah, because remember, he Shredder's a big dude. And remember what Ann said. Ann said he was trying to do a metal helmet. So imagine just getting the statue and making it heavy, but making the quality the way it should be. Or the way people will want it, especially with a statue like that.
Yeah,
I get
that's
you.
the thing I like about Ant because he's a collector too.
And when I hear this stuff about QC, this is I got plenty
That
premium
looks cool.
studios. I haven't had any QC issues.
So far, I've only had 2 there from that company and no QC issues. Just blades could have been more realistic.
So critical to that statue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's got the Japanese version with the mask and the samurai sword. That's my thing, dude. I love that. I love it.
Yes. Oh, you're looking at it now?
Hell yeah, man. Shoot.
Is this still available? Or has it been waitlisted yet?
Nah, it's still available. And what's crazy is that I have that same red mask on my wall with a black one, a samurai like cone hat, and a samurai sword, double blade.
That looks cool.
You got to do it. You got to do it. Don't regret.
I love the way they white out his eyes on the mask.
Yeah, they are whited out.
That's cool.
And this is the one that has a portrait where it's half destroyed or something like that. This mask. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
You're a mind reader, Fatal.
Yeah, I don't know if I might be using this one.
That's cool.
I would swap. I would go back and forth with those 2. I would
swap out the heads.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's why she's out.
That's what I do with the Predator over here. I swap out the heads sometimes.
That's why she's out. I'll take her off and swap out and put the other head on.
That head sculpt of the woman you showed, Critical. So that's from Quarter to Dead also?
Yeah, it's their new line for Quarter to Dead that they're
okay.
doing. And that's the I guess you can call it the demon face. And then here's the regular one.
That's cool. Okay. It's going to come up right now because I'm looking at my phone and then it's going to come up right now. Now I see it. Oh, man, that's nice. They do a good job, man. That's insane.
There's some pieces that you got to be careful on when you take it out the box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the little blades and all that.
Be careful, man. Be careful when you're placing it down. Make sure it doesn't get none of the blades get hooked up on your sweater or anything.
Yeah, it's still there, Critical.
So I had this base turned the opposite way. Turn around.
Watch your rear. Watch your rear because you got some stuff there. Yeah, there you go. Don't want you to knock it down anything.
Whew. What do you guys feel about that LBS Venom?
Come on now, what don't we feel about it? I mean, it looks insane, man.
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, JC, he kills it. He's. I mean, a shout out to him. He does a remarkable job. I mean, my LBS Hulk, I took it out and I had it sitting in the living room for at least a couple of weeks, just looking at it. And I was like, okay, I got to remove it because it's a glass table in the living room with, so I was like, yeah, I got to remove this sucker. I don't want it. God forbid, and my wife will kill me. So I was like, I got to remove it. I put it back. I put it away until I get room to display it and all.
Did you get the 3 torsos or just the 1?
No, I just got the 1 because thank God for Fatal. He came through and he said, "Unc, you really want it?" I said, "Yeah, I really want it." He's like, "All right, so we swung a deal." So me and him just worked it out where I got the torso with the base that says Incredible Hulk, because that's all I wanted. So I got the Screaming head sculpt, and then he hasn't done his LBS unboxing, so I'm gonna keep hush hush unless we talk backstage. Then I could share more info.
Right.
But yeah, I got it through him. You know, of course I paid for it,
Nice.
but I got it through him. And I was like, I was happy with it. I mean, the moment it came in, I was like, I came that weekend. I came and scooped it. I was like, I'm taking it home. Forget that.
Hey, so Redeemer, are you in your forever home, or you plan to move?
No. I'm in this condo now. This is my mother's condo who passed away, and after we leave, because we're going to do a little bit of fixing up here. You know, we're still doing some fixing up just to bring the value up a little bit more. And then, but we're going to leave probably in about a year or so. You know, hopefully, by the grace of God, pray that the rating for the houses go a little bit lower, because 7.9 is a little bit high, bro.
That's high.
It's high.
You know it's high. I mean, Venom, you know it's high over here.
Hell yeah, man. It means it's just like, you know, they especially for someone who's
they
trying
stick
to
you up without a right. Tell
you
the
know,
truth.
who's trying to get like the first, like to be a first homeowner, like they're screwing it up for people. For people that are already homeowners already, the taxes are just going through the roof, and people can't do it anymore. A lot of people are selling,
it's ridiculous. Man. Even if you had your home at a low rate, then the taxes alone are like my sister. The taxes out in Alsip, you know Alsip, the suburb, bro. They're killing her, bro. It's like, I mean, she's good. You know, her and her husband are well off, praise God. But bro, it for me it would kill me. It would kill me.
Like right now, we live in a two-story graystone building. So it's my mother-in-law's place. But it's like, it's in the mills, right? But it's like that'll get me started to owning a house and stuff like that. But man, you won't know what it's like until you pay all them bills, man.
That's why we're on our P's and Q's with everything and all that, because the mortgage and insurance, that's all going to be combined. But then you got utilities. Then, of course, you got your groceries and all that, and your maintenance of the house and stuff like that. So that all you got to consider, you know. That's why I told my wife, you know, we ain't getting any younger. Hopefully, you know, we get a nice home, or we get a larger. Like my brother has this huge condo, like it's very spacious, it's huge, man, huge rooms. He's got a lot of space. So I said either that or move into something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta keep your eye out. See if the neighbor next to you move. You buy that one next to him and knock a wall down.
Bruh, for real. Hey, for real. No, but yeah, because that's what me and my wife want to do. That's just the place. You know, we're leaving in the Lord's hands. You know, and we're doing our due diligence, you know, because it says in the Word of God, He'll meet you at your point of need. But we got to, he said meet. He didn't say He'll complete. He said He'll meet you at your point of need. So that means you got to make that effort too.
Just keep the faith, brother. It'll happen for you.
Oh, most definitely. Then I can finally say, okay, now you guys see it. Yeah.
Critical just brought up a good idea with combining another house. I got an empty lot next door. I'm about to buy that thing and put a whole nother house and break down my walls, man.
Break down the walls.
Forget it. This guy be at Collector Zone every week.
I'll definitely have a man mansion, bro. Not a man cave, a man mansion.
Bro, that'll be insane. Look at that.
Now, I got a lot of styrofoam I gotta brush off the cape.
Really?
The blower. Yeah. Break out the blower.
You know, talking about the blower, they sell that on Amazon. That like what? I think it's like $40 or $50.
That's where I got this.
No, they got a spray can, man. You don't need to spend that much money.
Oh no, I know
Probably
what
like
you're
a
talking about. The duster, the air duster that they use for computers too. But man,
yeah.
that's cool. That's portable though, man.
Yeah, just charge it up,
Yep.
USB, charge it up in your computer. It's a nice
Oh
One,
little
yeah,
two,
that
three.
is nice.
I like that, man. That looks so cool.
Man. Man,
With the
that thing
rest.
is so cool.
And he's got royal.
So the one issue I got is this is not the EX, so I gotta figure that one out. This says DX, but this is not the DX bonus, which I was supposed to be getting through the AP. So I have to reach out to my mans on that one, because that comes with that one extra sword. So, and which I do want. So I'm gonna definitely be reaching out about that. But it's beautiful though. I can tell you that much. The dope piece. You gotta be real careful when you keying this cape in, because the angle you have to go in, and then the head keys into the actual peg that's in the cape.
Okay.
You can actually put the head on before you put the cape in. Actually, the way it's made. And I got to figure out what these other little pieces key into.
That's cool, man. It looks beautiful, man. I thought you were gonna put it on a turntable, Fader. Oh, okay. It looks good though, man. And the swap out pieces like the blades, they fit inside the. You got. Do they go inside the hands? Do they magnetize? What do you do with those pieces right there?
These I'm trying to figure out where they go. I don't see it.
Okay, so it's got to be somewhere on the body.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I thought they fit like in the hands or extra hands or something like that.
No.
Okay.
See if there's a peg hole by his belt, his waist, or something.
That's a pretty large statue, man. It's 1/3, right?
Yeah, 1/3.
That's a dope statue. That's large, bro.
Yeah, so I got all the turtles coming in too. Very dope statue.
He's going down a turtle rabbit hole.
Three or two, all good.
Hey, Just the Bum said those 75 are long sold out. P, I think. Unless he's talking to you, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think this is 27 inches tall.
Oh, Just the Bum said they go into the base.
In the base.
I think they peg into the base certain pieces.
That's the thing I like about Prime One. They you got a
They give you the sheet. Yeah, I seen that. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool.
I needed it too when I got the 1/3 Deathstroke, the one that was on the Reaper, and that has a lot of things, and it's good to know where these things are. Also, XM is good about that.
Okay. I would assume like who's the one that created the Samurai line?
XM.
Okay. You XM definitely need to have it because the Samurai line is so intricate, man. It's so intricate. Like,
Yeah, I got 3 of those pieces. I got the Batman, I got the Robin, and I got the Deathstroke.
okay, those pieces are very intricate. I actually like the what was that at Critical that we saw at Collector Zone, the Red Hood. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Red Hood. That's a very nice one also.
Anybody know where this one go?
Pedro was asking, do you
Just
know
some
where
bumps
that
that
piece
it
go?
goes in the
He's saying
you
they
don't
go
see
into the
critical on the
base.
base. How about the back?
There might be a possibility though. Yeah, but that's the Red Hood. Is that from the same line of accent, or is
Yeah,
that
it's the
another
same
line?
line. It's the same line as the XM. That one, they did
That Red Hood looks sharp. I'm surprised you didn't get it because the details on the mask and everything, bro,
yeah, I'm thinking about it
outstanding.
because the prices are starting to come down. For a while, people was getting insane with the prices. But
Were they?
oh yeah, the prices was was creeping up. But I don't know. People are starting to come to they're getting sane now. Because I guess maybe
Wow.
those pieces aren't as popular as they once were. I still like them.
Okay.
They got a
Okay.
Bane. They
Okay.
had a Bane also.
Oh, that Bane must have looked ridiculous.
Bane.
I don't remember the Bane in the Samurai
Yeah,
line.
a Batwoman. The real one that was really nice was the Poison Ivy. She dressed like a geisha.
Oh, I think I seen that one.
All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's up?
And we're about to get up out of here, but yeah, this is definitely a dope piece. Happy I got it. Didn't get the AP, so I gotta reach out to PCS about that one. But yeah, it's dope.
Well, congratulations on that piece. It's really dope. The insanely detailed. I love, me personally. I like the cape, and I like the head sculpt entirely, especially even the one that you pointed out, critical, the piece that's broken off, the battle damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty.
And you can see his eyes. He's like, "How dare you?" He's got this look
Yeah.
on his face. How dare you? I wonder which turtle did that to him. I think it was Donatello.
Don't
Maybe
forget,
should have
it's
been
color
Donatello.
purple.
That color purple it's outstanding, man. Oh, we lost.
Venom Tech. Hey man, it was good for us when I'm reminiscing over when we had our little breakfast at Cracker Barrel, and now that they got their little controversy going on, I'm like,
Bro, what is up with that, man?
Yeah.
The only thing I know about it, the new CEO changed the logo, and everybody was kind of going crazy. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because they felt like that they felt it needed not to be redone. Some people feel that it should have stood with the old man on the barrel leaning, because it gives that vibe. That's what people want to come to. But the new logo, nobody really liked it, and I mean, now people are tripping and getting sensitive about logos and all that. I'm like, bro,
all the memes.
Yeah, they shouldn't have changed it. Leave it alone. But it is what it is. But
yep.
Final words, man, Redeemer.
Final words. Well, as far as anything, we had an exciting show today. Very interesting. I try to be a mediator, but you know, it didn't get out of hand, because at the end of the day, it's all love between all of us. You know, between her, between Fatal, between BJ Dante, Critical Mass, Venom Tech. It's all love, man. And you know, I just want you guys out there to know that, you know, there's no love lost here. You know, we love each other at the end of the day, you know, under God's grace and mercy. And it was exciting day. I'm just humble to be on the show. I'm humble to be able to share with family and close friends, and And it's just a blessed time anytime to be on the Cool Nerds Lounge, to be able to chill with all you people out there. And thank you guys for supporting us and being there in the comments and helping Fatal out with putting the pieces on the statue. We appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you. And we thank you guys for hitting that like button. It shows a lot of support, to bring you guys the best content from our hearts. Because at the end of the day, it's that's what it's all about. Just sharing, good vibes and sharing our collection and passions with you guys. And be able to talk about things like this, comics and movies.
Indeed. Critical mass.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this is a very good way to start the week off. It's Monday, first day of the week. Nobody wants to be at work, but at least at the end of the day, you get to unwind and chill with you fellas and talk all this geek stuff that we love so much. And it was very interesting coming into a heated battle. But hey, that's what brothers is all about. We debate. I like this. I don't like that. I don't understand why you don't like that. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's a discussion and it has to be had. And everybody's opinion matters. And hey, maybe we'll agree not to agree on everything, but that's okay. We're still brothers. We don't have to agree on everything, but we still family at the end of the day. And like I always say in the chat, hey, you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to hang out with us. We appreciate it. Hit that like button. We like it when you like us.
Indeed.
Yeah.
What you got, Mr. Fatal?
That being said, I get to end it.
Here we go.
I get to end it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your man Fatal. Tonight was a heated discussion. However, I stand on what I stated. And this is ultimately my platform here. And I do run the flow of how the show moves, right? One thing I will not stand for, and comic book related, particularly when it's tied to a character that's beloved by the world, and especially children, anything that's tied to it that's debaucherous, I'm gonna call it out. And I don't see how anybody can disagree with that. Superman is a character based on hope, love, right? At one point, the American way, they kind of got away from that. But the thing is, it's Superman, and he should never be tied to debauchery. And I think a ball was dropped in that regard. You can have mediums over here that are separate from Superman, and it's fine. But when you tie a character to Superman, in my opinion, that's a grave mistake for the entire DCU going forward. And you don't have to agree with me, but as a man of Christ, I think that debaucherous behavior and the word PORN, it's rooted in debauchery and sexual immorality. And it has no place tied to Superman. I think James Gunn made a mistake. That's my spiel. I'm Fatal the Collector. These are the Cool Nerds. And we up out of here until next week. Peace, love, and hair grease.
It's Fatal the Collector. Statue reviews and lectures. Giveaways and raffles that'll leave our followers baffled. God-fearing and God-loving, with new reviews up in the oven. So press like, comment, and get to subbing. Collecting is a hobby, we don't make it an idol. But on this channel we gon' bring the heat. That'll increase your blood pressure and have you checking your vitals. Room tours and conversation in this cool nerds nation. So sit back, relax, and let us take you on a convention-style vacation. From conversation to cosplay, MCU, DCU, we got everything for you. Batman is my favorite in DC. In Marvel it's Black Panther, R.I.P. Chad B. winter, spring, summer, fall, and any kind of weather. We collecting forever, just like comment and subscribe to Fatal the Collector.